My name is Mrs. Wagner, and I'm so excited that you're here today to hear a little bit more about AVID, Advancement via Individual Determination, and how you can become part of our AVID system here in Waukesha. The goal of AVID is to help all of our students become career and college ready and to close the opportunity gap. AVID's been around in Waukesha for 12 years and in our country for over 40 years. While all of our high schools, North, South, West, and eAchieve offer AVID school-wide practices, we also have the opportunity to be part of the AVID elective. The AVID elective is a class that meets during the school day. You get a credit for taking it. And what it consists of is improving your writing, your reading, your inquiry, your collaboration, and organizational skills. So we see our students 4 days a week. 2 days a week, we focus in on our writing, inquiry, collaboration, organization, and reading, really building those skills so that you feel comfortable taking honors and advanced placement and project lead the way classes. The other 2 days a week, we have something called tutorials. Tutorials are where you come with a point of confusion and you work together in a small group of about 5 to 7 students with college-age tutors, and you help solve your points of confusion. Our students will tell you a little bit more about that later on. During the week, we also have lots of team building, we have guest speakers, we take field trips to colleges and universities, and we do have some fun. There's some key components of AVID that you'll hear about, again, from our students, but I want you to be aware of. One of the things we focus a lot of time on is organization. Organizing our materials, our thoughts, and our time. We also learn a lot about focus notes and take a lot of focus notes. And we work with that process so that we can become better at learning our material and applying our materials. Again, we have tutorials 2 times a week, so it's a pretty big part of AVID. We focus a lot also on our college readiness skills so that come senior year, when we start to apply for college, we're not just college eligible, but we're college ready. If you're part of the AVID elective class, you'll become a more confident reader, writer, and critical thinker. You'll also get to practice your speaking skills. You'll develop your soft skills, such as your social habits, and we'll work on all sorts of things related to college, career, and life after high school. But most importantly, what I think many students really enjoy about AVID is the fact that it becomes like a second family. Just a little bit of data to help you understand the benefits of AVID. Since 2010, when we had our first graduating class at South High School, over 92% of our AVID students go on to college. But more importantly, almost 90% of those students are remaining and persisting in college. But most important is 100% of our AVID students leave high school with a post-secondary plan. Our advanced placement participation rates have increased. And if you look at our data from last year, we had 59 AVID graduates from North and South. We'll have our first graduating class of AVID graduates this year at West. Those 59 students earned over $2.5 million of college scholarships.
So one thing that AVID has helped me with is it helped my ability to collaborate with a lot more people. Because of the activities that we do, we actually collaborate and make the activities like we an actual classroom rather than everybody just individually doing their own work. We actually collaborate and do things that like benefit us. So that's one thing that AVID has helped me with is collaborating with others. Even in classes that I actually don't collaborate, I'll just be going up to people and be like, hey, what's up? Yeah, it is, AVID has helped me a lot with like communication and stuff, so yeah.
Hi, I'm Bryce Peterson, and I'm answering the question, how has AVID influenced you? And AVID has influenced me to stay organized and think much more about my future. AVID has helped a lot about me thinking about college and where I want to go and what I want to do when I'm older.
I think some major differences between being an AVID student compared to people that are not an AVID is definitely the tutorials, because we have a class, an opportunity to get like questions that we have answered, and if we don't like understand a class, we can ask our classmates, and we have that full hour to have an understanding of things that we don't understand. And another thing is definitely the binder, because we do our binders with all of our classes, and we get them checked very often so that we have them organized. And I feel like if people were not an AVID, they wouldn't have that mentality to check and make sure their binder is organized very often. And I feel like it would be very unorganized, and I wouldn't think that people will have all of their classes in one binder and then have like probably like many binders, and it would be very not as organized as the kids in AVID are. So
So the tutorial process has been really helpful. So first of all, when you make your TRF in the first place, it makes you think about not just the question that you need help with, but like what specifically you need help with that question. So you can't just ask what is x squared factored or whatever. You have to think about like what part of the question is confusing you, and then you can bring that to class, and then you find out that a lot of people like usually have like a similar question or the same question, and then people help you not just by giving you the answer by saying, oh, the answer is 4 or the answer is a semicolon or whatever it is, and then they help you by asking you questions and making you think through the process of how to solve that question or problem or whatever your confusion is in any class. And then it just helps you. Then by the end, you have a greater understanding of what question that you have and how to solve it and how to work through it by yourself. So, yeah.
Tutorials are when you fill out a form of a question or something that you're stuck on in a class, and then you'll bring that to class the next day, and be split up into groups based on the subject that your question is on. And then you'll be given a tutor to help you with that question. So you'll go up to the board, and there'll be POC, notes and steps, 3 columns, and you'll write everything in there, and then you'll get help from your classmates and the tutor on your question. This really helps a lot, especially when you're just trying to learn something, just trying to understand something. It's like taking the process really slow, and it's really nice. It helps you understand what you're stuck on a lot better.
My name is Ali. I am currently a senior, and the AVID binder has helped me keep organized, which allows me to have all the materials I need for class in one location, which makes it very easy to access, as well as the focus notes. The focus notes help me keep organized. It keeps my notes very organized, having different sections for questions, notes, and a summary. The summary is very beneficial for me whenever I have an exam and want to look back at my notes.
Hello, my name is Junior Valencia. I'm a senior at Walker South High School, and today I'm going to be answering the question of how has the AVID binder and focus note taking helped me. For starters, the AVID binder I found was easier and more efficient to keep track of my things and to carry around. I mean, it's easier to carry around a big binder with all your things in it rather than have 7 to 8 different separate binders for all your classes. I also found it easier to get to classes without always having to stop at my locker after each one. For the focused note taking, I had found it easier and more efficient to study. It was easier to memorize and go over my notes when they're right there on paper.
What I like most about AVID is that it really prepares me for college and other classes. It helps me out. And it's nice having a teacher and other students I can rely on that I know are there for me and always have my back.
Hi, my name is Tegan. I am a senior at Walker South High School this year, and today I'm going to be telling you a little bit about the AVID community at South. So something cool is from freshman year to senior year in AVID, you'll be with the same class. This is really helpful because you'll be able to make friends really quickly, and you also are going to be a part of something called the AVID family. Another super cool thing about AVID is all the teachers that are in the AVID program. These people are going to be some of the best people and teachers that you work with throughout your high school career. They're super invested in you and really want the best from you, and they're going to work their hardest to make sure that you get what you want in the end and that they get what they want in the end. So that's all I have to tell you about the AVID community today, but I really hope this helped, and I hope that you're open.
One thing I like most about AVID is having a family where I can go to when I need help, like academically and socially, because everyone's always really accepting there, and whenever I have questions, everyone always has really great advice, and your teacher is a really important part of that as well. And I think it's important to create relations with everyone so you can get help whenever you want.
Hello, my name is Rosalian Carrasquillo Colon, and I am a senior at Waukesha South High School. I am here to talk about how AVID has changed my high school experience in comparison to others at my school. AVID has changed my high school experience in many different ways, but one of the most recent ways is in the college applying process. AVID pushed me to start this process early, and therefore I've already been accepted to 10 schools. I recommend being an AVID because AVID pushes you to be better and to grow as a person.
Collaborating is about. The final thing I'm going to leave you with is that I have this many regrets joining AVID, and that's 0 regrets. AVID is fun, and that's the reality, is that you're going to enjoy AVID, but there's also going to be rigor to it. Some things some people don't like the binder. The binder's thick, you have to carry a bigger binder around, but it helps. Organization is important. You'll thank the whole entire AVID team later, because if you stay organized, school gets easier, school gets better to manage. It's all just greater in the end. So see you at the AVID signing ceremony. Thanks, guys.
So if you're thinking after you hear from some of our current AVID students that this might be something that will help you in high school, we want you to think about it. We then want you to fill out an application, which is due on January 22nd. We'd also like you to attend a parent-student meeting. Those are on January 13th from 6 to 7 o'clock. There's a Spanish version on January 14th from 6 to 7 o'clock. And then there's an interview process. But don't worry about the interview. It's nothing to be scared of. It's basically a sitting down, getting to know you, and getting to know why you think AVID would be a good fit for you. So to find all this information, you'll go out to our district homepage. You will click on the Department tab. You'll choose Teaching and Learning, and you'll see a tab for AVID. Okay? Again, on this AVID tab, you would find our application and the dates and the links for the WebEx parent meetings. So let's hear from some of our students and learn what they have learned and loved about AVID.